guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we made our way to most of the stuff to do in the Thunder Plains, save for what's coming today. And the reason why some of this footage is a little kind of weird is because this was my first freaking attempt. And just so you know, we're going to do the lightning dodging here today. And what I did is I made use of the booster abilities here in the HD remake version of the game. Now, this, of course, is technically cheating. I'm turning no encounters on, so this is actually doable. If you're not playing this version of the game, you probably don't want to do this right now. But what I'm doing is I'm doing the lightning dodging minigame, which they told us about earlier. Now, I specifically get hit by one here, so just to tell you, I haven't cheated or anything like that. There's no game sharking or any kind of crap like that. I did this all legit, save for the no encounters. Now, this is the crater method. You walk into the crater, and of course it didn't work the first time, but basically the idea is you walk into the crater, see the flash, hit the button, and then run back to the thing and do it over and over and over again. Now, this basically times when you're going to run into lightning bolts to make it a lot easier to do this. So I show you the basic method here, and then we activate fast forward. So yeah, the next 5 minutes we're going to watch this scene over and over and over again, just so that I have the proof on camera so that people know that I didn't cheat to do this or anything like that. Now, one of the most interesting aspects to this is on the PS2, I didn't know about this method. I never bothered to look it up because I hated doing this, and I suck at doing this. On the PS2, I tried multiple times just dodging it normally, and the best I could get was 50 or 60. On the PS3 version of the game, I couldn't get 10. The timing was so far, like there was so much input lag due to HD TVs or wireless controllers or whatever. Here, I'm using the same PS3 wireless controller I use for my PC all the time. It wasn't plugged in, and things are working a lot better for me. I was able to do this on my first try, and I didn't even think I would be able to do this. My goal here was to get up to 50, because at 50 we get strength spheres, which are very valuable at this point in the game, and we're going to make Tidus into a powerhouse with them. But I just figured, okay, I got 50. I was like, well, I'm going to keep going until I fail. And I just didn't fail once. I'm still dumbfounded. I recorded this earlier today, and I've never, like I said, I've never been able to do this before. This was one of the few things left in this game that I had never done. I had never finished this. I've finished all the other side quests. The only thing I guess I technically haven't done is I haven't 100% maxed my stats. I've maxed out all the stats I need to beat all the bosses, including the ones in the international version of the game, but I haven't maxed out my HP because, God, that takes forever. There's a number of reasons why it takes forever. I'm not going to get into all of that today, but this is your basic strategy for doing this if you want to do this yourself. Now, if you were playing along on the PS2 version or the PS3 version and you don't have access to this awesome no encounter feature, then you're going to be doing this and you're going to run into battles, and that's probably going to screw you over more than once. So I would recommend only trying to get up to 50, and if you are struggling with this, depending on the version you're playing, and it's just not working for you, don't worry about it. You don't have to do this at all. In fact, like I said, this is the first time I've been able to do all of them, all 200 lightning bolts. Now, you get prizes, I think, at like 10, 20, 50, maybe 80, 100, 150, and 200. And you aren't required to do this at any point in the time. There's also 2 prizes for being hit by lightning bolts, and I haven't been hit by the amount of lightning bolts required to get them, but for some reason when we go to get the prizes, I got them anyway. So I'm not sure if they just give them to you if you happen to beat the game by getting all 200, but I'm not sure. So anyway, yeah, I did this earlier today. I turned on my game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just see how far I can go. And I was able to get all of them. I'm still dumbfounded by this. Wow. Anyway, we're going to leave the rest of this on here. What we're going to do next, after we finish up this, is we're going to head into the northern half of the Thunder Plains. We're going to collect I think there's 4 treasure chests to pick up while we're there, and we're going to unleash the remaining Cactuars. And so that way, anytime we run into Cactuars, we'll hopefully run into 3. I only have 7 Chocobo Feathers right now. I would like to get up to 16 before I leave here for use later on. And so we're going to make sure we steal those. I'll do that off screen, obviously, but you're probably a little more likely to encounter Cactuars in the northern half than the southern half. At least that's been my experience in the past. There's also a couple of other unique enemies to the northern half, or at least one. Can't remember if there's more than one, but there's at least one more unique enemy to the northern half. And so we're going to encounter that one and watch a couple more cutscenes. And then we're going to move our way out of the Thunder Plains. Once we get out of the Thunder Plains, we'll get into the Macalania Woods. And from there, we're going to defeat a boss. And once we defeat that boss, we're going to do a little bit of backtracking. Again, this is something that doesn't require the fast forward or the, what's the word I'm looking for? The no encounters thing. But the option will be there to make it a lot easier for you. So anyway, once we do all the dodging, now we're supposed to get an ether for, I think, being hit by 30 lightning bolts. And you're supposed to get an elixir for being hit by, I think it's 80. I did not get hit by that many. But for dodging 5, I went through this all really slowly because I was still dumbfounded that I was actually able to do it. Get X potions. What do we get here? Mega potions. The first few rewards are meh, so they're just kind of there. There's MP spheres. We'll be making use of those too. This is the most useful one at this point in the game. We get 3 strength spheres, so that's a total of 12 strength, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. At 100, we get HP spheres, which I'll probably give to Lulu or somebody, I don't know. At 150, we get 4 Mega Elixirs, which we'll probably never use until, like, post-game. And at 200, you'll notice the half of the thing up in the top right corner. We were able to get the achievement for doing all of them, and we get the Venus Sigil, which we can't make use of until later, but it's there. Now, I don't know why the treasure chest is still there. I was so dumbfounded I didn't even bother to press the thing again. I would expect it would be empty, but I wasn't smart enough to do it because I was just on cloud 9 at the time. As soon as you leave and come back, it's not there. Every guide I've ever read says that you don't get anything else, but I kind of wish I would have approached it to at least see. And now I try and dodge this first one just out of instinct because I've been doing it for 20 minutes. But I did want to make sure I got struck by one more after the fact, so there was no, no controversy that I didn't do this fairly, other than, of course, the no encounters thing. I didn't have any kind of cheats on or anything like that. It was all fair by the book, save for no encounters, which basically makes it possible at this point. If I didn't do it now, I would have done it later when we actually have the in-game ability to do no encounters. So anyway, this is the end of the post-commentary section, and now we're going to go to live commentary when I boot up the game in a moment here. Okay, we're back. There we go. Load her back up. Now we can move forward. There we go. You would have noticed, if you were paying attention in the top left there, kind of around the minimap area, you could have seen the little icon that showed no encounters. So you'll know if I've ever put that back on. Alright. Oh, glowing! Glowing! No! No! It's not glowing anymore, is it? I got ambushed by needles! And they did lots of damage to me. Gotta heal that. Yeah, Riku almost died. Oh, it's way the hell down there. I don't think I'm going to get that. Ah, here he is, the other new guy we can encounter around here. Now, you would think that you could lance at this guy and learn Mighty Guard, but no. For some reason or another. Now, the way you want to deal with this guy, he does have an elemental affinity. I wish I had someone here who could take a look at that.
Bring it on!
Yeah, half damage from lightning. So, thing you want to do here, you can try Dark Buster, but it only lasts for 1 turn. So hopefully you can get Dark Attack to go through, because as you might guess, considering he's an Iron Giant, you want to reduce his ability to hit you and deal damage. So Power Break for 1, Dark Attack or Dark Buster for 2. Let's see, bring in Yuna. Yuna can't do much. Bring in Riku. Riku can steal. You can steal light curtains from these guys. They will cast Protect if you use them as an item in battle. So that could be useful. More so for its secondary purpose, but anyway. We had you in. Let's bring in Titus. Now, I haven't used any of those things that I picked up. Yeah, he's also armored. I did mention so. Let's see here. Bring in Kimahri. Kimahri can attack him. Deal full damage there. Let's see here. Bring in Lulu. Lulu can deal a decent amount of damage. I don't think he has any particularly high magical defense, but it's definitely a little bit higher than the average enemy. He's not weak to much, so let's bring in Ornn to deal the finishing blow here.
So be it. Enough.
Ooh, a critical. Nice. Yeah, you can only encounter them in this half of the area. Now, I'm trying to remember. I think there's an item up here. Okay. Now, I think it's... Ah, there it is. This one, they kind of hide there. You have to come all the way back to pick that one up. Hey! Aw, and it disappeared, too. That one was glowing a moment ago. Yeah, for whatever reason, every single battle, save for the one we demonstrated there against the Iron Giant, has been against Cactuars, at least until now. Now, I'm wondering if I should go and sit by this one and wait for a minute, because it seems to be bouncing back and forth between this one and some of the other ones. Give me a minute. I'll wait for 30, 40 seconds or something. Okay, not even that. There's another formation you can run into with the Iron Giants, by the way. Come on. Ah. It's not going to do anything because it wasn't glowing. Or maybe it will. Okay. Maybe that works. I don't actually know. Okay. Wow, I'm running into a lot of enemies. Stop trying to do that. Hopefully I've run into another, I was going to say, hopefully I got that, whatever it was for all the cactors to show up. You're going to want to be healing after pretty much every battle. There's another cactus stone there if you're still looking for them. God, the encounters are ridiculous around here. Hey, there's another cactus stone. Okay, save point. Free healing. Gotta like that. There are 3 other treasure chests around here somewhere. Can't remember where they all are. Ow! And in that battle, we learned Slayer mode for Lulu. Excellent. So we'll put her on that, and she'll charge her overdrive every time she kills anything, which is likely going to be more often than her, or even her allies being hit, because you don't, like, you're taking a lot of damage in here because the enemies are relatively fast, but not a lot of the time she's in there, because I usually bring her in right at the end to finish off a lot of the enemies because she's so slow. Okay, no, stop that. So the chocobo feathers, or they're showing up in groups of 3, the cactors now. So that's good.
Everyone, wait.
What's up?
I have something to tell you.
Here?
We're almost out of here. Let's go.
Yeah.
I have to say it now.
Well, don't say it in the middle of the Thunder Plains.
Over there.
Underneath that, probably a better idea. Get out of the rain, get away from the lightning that could kill you at any time. You know, simple, basic stuff. Almost got enough chocobo feathers stolen now.
Somehow, my bad feelings always come true.
A lot of the enemies times I've been running into them, I haven't been able to kill them, so I've just been stealing and they run away.
I've decided to marry.
I thought so.
Well,
But why? Why'd you change your mind?
That's a good question.
For Spira's future and Yevon's unity.
Um,
I thought it would be the best thing to do.
That's not good enough.
Wait, is it? Is it because of Lord Jiskel?
oh yeah, that's Sphere.
Hey, that's Sphere.
Orin's like, wait a minute.
Show me.
I can't.
Why?
I must speak to Maester Seymour first.
That's kind of
I
confusing.
truly am sorry, but it is a personal matter.
You're kidding, huh?
Well, it is
As you
definitely
wish.
a personal matter.
I'm sorry.
Just one thing.
I won't quit my pilgrimage.
Then it is fine.
Wait a minute, Orin. You don't care? I mean, you're not gonna stop her?
No, I'm not. As long as she is willing to face sin, all else is her concern.
That's true.
That
It
is
is
a
her
summoner's
personal issue.
privilege, as long as she journeys.
I can understand. Well, Titus doesn't want her to marry because he's jealous, but I can understand
But
someone like
that's-
Lulu and Waka wouldn't want her to marry because they don't trust Seymour. That would be fair. So, in a sense, it
Yuna,
is
just one question.
kind of their prerogative to look out for her.
Can't you just talk to Maester Seymour? You got to marry him?
Don't know. But I think it is the right thing to do.
Okay, I guess.
Uni. Quiet!
Awesome.
I wish we could help somehow. Some way.
It's okay. I'll be fine.
She says I'm sorry. He says it's fine. She's willing to face sin. She's privileged. I didn't understand. But somehow, I felt like I didn't belong. But if I didn't belong with them, I'd be stuck in Spira, alone. And being alone in that place, well, I didn't want to think about it.
No doubt.
Next, we're going to Makalania Temple.
Yep.
Yuna can talk with Seymour there.
Right. That's where
We
he was heading
Guardians
anyway.
will wait until they're done and plan our next move.
Okay.
Understood?
Makes sense. All right. Now, jeez, the encounter rate is killing me. There's an ether. There's another cactus stone there if you're interested. Titus's latest overdrive, is energy rain is really good for taking out larger groups of cactars. Okay, one more here. And I believe there is one more chest around here somewhere, though I don't remember where exactly it is. That was fun. Okay, so the final one should be right here. I just looked that up real quick. Now, after we've activated all three of the cactus stones there are more than 3 stones, but you only need to activate it 3 times. There's actually an item that we can go start the process of getting, but we can't fully get it yet. So I'm going to do it in a little, well, I'll do it later. Basically, once you've activated the 3rd cactar, if you go back to the South Thunder Plains, the ones closer to Guadosalam, you'll be able to see like a cactar ghost move towards something on the right side of the screen. And then you'll be able to at least unveil the chest, though you won't be able to open it until you have another item later on. And if I haven't mentioned it, the Venus Sigil that we picked up is part of the Celestial Weapon side quest for later in the game as well. Oh, book's not here, is it? There is an Elbed book around
You're
here. Oh no,
worried about
it's later
Yuna.
on, I think. I can't remember.
Of course I'm worried about her. What is she thinking?
The simplest answer would be, in exchange for agreeing to marry him, she hopes to negotiate with Seymour.
Negotiate what?
I wonder.
What? All by herself?
She's strong, but Seymour is the better negotiator.
Yeah.
Well then, why don't we do something about it?
That's a good idea.
Yuna wants it this way.
I just don't get it. Doesn't she trust us?
I do like the echo.
On the contrary, she doesn't want us caught up in whatever it is she's planning.
Sounds like Yuna.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But the echo, because
But that
of
makes me
where
worry
we are,
even more.
kind of makes sense.
She could just tell us.
She could, but she's
That's
not going
the way
to.
she is. She's naive, serious to a fault, and doesn't ask for help.
You're probably right.
Yuna's easy to read.
Yeah, she is.
So are you, Titus.
But hard to guard.
That's also true.
Stand by her. Always.
All right. Now, there's not much of a cutscene here, just a short little one. Riku's happy we're no longer in the lightning. We're not slow,
Sorry.
we were chit-chatting.
It's funny how calm I was. Maybe it was because I'd realized that Yuna wasn't marrying Seymour for love. Not really.
Now your jealousy fades a
It
little
was
bit.
just her duty. Something she had to do before returning to her pilgrimage. That's what I kept telling myself anyway.
I'm sure that's helping.
And well, maybe. I realized that Yuna and I'd never, Yuna, let's go.
All right. Now, I do love the theme for this area. It shows up in, I think, 2 dungeons in the game. But, yeah, one of my favorite dungeon themes in the entire game. And, like, we've heard it before back in, I think it was the forest or the jungle there in Kilika. But, yeah, it's awesome no matter when we hear it. Go. All right, that's pretty much all for this one. A little longer than I was expecting it to be. Those cutscenes took a little longer than I was hoping. But anyway, yeah, I think the El Bed book is somewhere else. We'll talk to them at the start of the next episode there. But anyway, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.